Hey, this is Hillary from Nurse Preceptor channel. Welcome back. If you have not yet seen the last video on Biderman and isolation, you need to do that before you watch this one because we're moving to the second method from Biderman's Chart of Coercion from 1957. It is from his Communist Coercive Methods for Eliciting Individual Compliance. Method number 2 is Monopolization of Perception. What does monopolization of perception do? Monopolization of perception fixes the attention span upon the immediate predicament of an individual, and it fosters introspection. So it causes you to really get into your own head. Monopolization of perception also eliminates stimuli competing with those controlled by the captor. So whoever wants to do the messaging has kind of a monopoly on what messaging you are receiving. Monopolization of perception also frustrates all actions not consistent with compliance. So you keep getting reminded over and over and over with the messaging. It's constantly hitting you in the face. So there were a few different ways that this was done back in Biderman's study, which again, it was a study of Air Force POWs during the Korean War who were being tortured by communist Chinese captors, and many of these POWs signed false confessions of things they didn't do. So how did these captors actually go about the how of eliciting this monopolization of perception? They used a few different techniques: physical isolation, darkness or bright light, barren environment, restricted movement, and monotonous food. So a couple of these are probably pertinent today, namely physical isolation and restricted movement. I will talk a little bit more about this in a few episodes when we talk about occasional indulgences. For now, the foot is on the brakes, but if you're not sure what I'm talking about, I'm sure it will become readily apparent to you. Decide for yourself if you're starting to feel a bit manipulated and a little bit creeped out. Maybe there's a good reason for that. Don't forget to pick up a copy of my book, You're on Your Own, Preparing for the Impending Health Care Crisis, which it's not just coming, it's already here. It's just going to become a little bit more obvious to everyone not paying attention. Please start paying attention to these things. I will leave links below my video, and I will leave a link to Biderman's article. I will see you next time. Bye.